It's December 31st. Let's do a 2025 wrap-up for Vigo's dad. Boom! Boom! Cześć ludzie! What's up, people? Hola, JT here. Welcome to another episode. That's the last time I'm going to say that intro this year, because tomorrow is 2026. And I want to take some minutes to talk to you guys. This video is going to be unedited. You'll see. There's going to be no cuts or anything, maybe aside from that short little intro. But I want to really review 2025 and kind of like have a little bit of introspective thoughts with you guys. 2025 was a very important year for my YouTube channel, like massively important. I know that in the future, looking back, I'm going to be able to trace back to this year as kind of like one of those crossroad moments where my channel took a turn, hopefully, and I feel that for the better. And you guys are a big part of my channel. Me as the main creator, my wife as the main collaborator, but you guys are truly a very big part of this channel. You've been with me on this journey since May 2020 when I uploaded my very first YouTube episode, and you've helped me grow. You have treated me like, I don't know, I cannot even express how you guys have treated me. All of you that are Polish, because I create content about cultural things, but it's about Poland. Let's face it, that's the meat and potatoes of my channel. And many of you guys are Polish or associated to Poland somehow, some way. If you're a foreigner, maybe you live here, maybe you are in a relationship with a Pole. And just the way that you guys have not only improved my life, but just impacted this channel. And I feel that I deserve to share with you guys some of the lessons that I've learned this year. Things I did wrong so that we don't repeat them. Things that kind of like worked that we can build upon to do even better next year. And, you know, 2024 was kind of like the lowest point for this YouTube channel. And it all started in 2022, 2023. I moved to South Africa and I was living there for 22, 23. A lot of things happened in my personal life that were very difficult. And living there was one of those things. I was away from my family, but from the perspective of YouTube, one day I received an email from Google telling me that now my channel belonged to the African region. And I was like, I almost lost my shit because I was like, what are you talking about? My content is about Poland and most of my audience is Polish. What do you mean that now I'm an African creator? Is that going to impact me in any way? And lo and behold, it did. It impacted me. And as much as us creators love to blame the algorithm for all our problems, I have to admit that oftentimes it's not really, you know, it's us. We are doing something that is not optimized and is the cause for our troubles. But every so often the algorithm does play a role, and that was the case. I lost a lot of views. People were not seeing my content. They were missing my uploads. It was a difficult time, and I have to raise my hand and take responsibility for the fact that I lost a lot of motivation during those years, because putting that much effort and just hard work into videos that were getting very little views compared to what I was getting before and everything, it was difficult. And, you know, as much as we don't want to say that, we don't do this for the views. Listen, we do this because we want to connect with people. And when you are recording something and it's not even being shown to the right people, you do feel like you are lost. And last year, although it was one of the best years of my life because my daughter Savannah was born, because having a newborn and dragging algorithm problems on my channel, that meant that, you know, I only released 19 videos last year. And if you compare it to this year, 25, when I released 47 videos, I think, it's a massive difference. And I learned a lot. At the beginning of this year, I sat down with a plan and I was like, I need to bring my channel back to life. That's it. I am not gonna allow my channel to die. I'm gonna do some heavy duty CPR on this channel and we're gonna bring it back. And you guys helped me. And we did bring it back. We did bring it back. I don't know how many subscribers we got this year. It was a good amount. We finally broke the 40,000 subscriber mark, which I don't know, I was waiting for like 2 years thinking like, oh my God, we are relatively close. I think I was like on 35 or something, or 34,000 when I went to South Africa. And I was like, okay, we're close to 40. And then you see, it took 3 years for me to eventually get to 40,000. And, but that's not the most important thing, okay? A number is a number. It's about the fact that I was able to, think of a plan of action to try to come up with new things on this channel, things that maybe you haven't seen. Try to work around topics that maybe I've covered before, but how can I bring you guys a new angle, a new perspective? Try to get out of my comfort zone. I interviewed some people, some creators here in Poland, Dave Zamedicki, Marek Drives, I had my friend Phil again. We did a wonderful video in Białystok that people, I guess you guys liked. And I started a new YouTube channel because one of the things that I loved the most was doing kind of like vlog style content and travel content. But, my core audience here doesn't really want that. I don't know, maybe you guys will tell me differently, but the numbers showed that every time I released a video about vlogging or traveling somewhere, people were like, okay, there was an audience for it, but when you compare the amount of, viewers to what the videos were getting, it's like, okay. And then I thought, you know what? I know what I need to do. I need to diversify a little bit, and I need to create a channel that's going to be exclusively for traveling content. And that's what I did. It's called YestemJT. I invite you to go there, subscribe if you haven't, link in the description or whatever. And it's exclusively about me traveling inside Poland. You're not going to see me on that channel going to, Vietnam. I don't know, maybe in the future you will. But mostly it's about content related to Poland, going to cities that maybe you've never seen. Have you, Brzeg? I went to Brzeg. There's a video there. So go check it out. But by doing that, allowed my brain to understand that, okay, now Vigo's Dad is going to be this hub for what I consider interesting conversational pieces where we're going to talk about things that could be current. So this year I talked about the immigration situation in Poland. I did videos, for example, about, I'm looking at it here because I don't want to cut this. I did videos about, what the world thinks about Poland. That's an interesting video. It was the first video I released this year. And all the way up to, I guess, the most successful video that I released this year, which was Polish women and what the world, or foreigners actually get wrong. And I try to challenge myself from the editing perspective, from the storytelling perspective, because I realized, okay, I think the videos, some of those videos from 22, 23, 24, are a little boring. Some of them were like, like the idea was good, but the delivery maybe was not as good. I don't know. So, yeah, I try new things, and friends, they work. They work. The channel has a pulse again. The channel has a strong pulse. And I feel the 26 is going to be an even better year. And I hope that we're going to, meet there next year. And once again, because that is going to continue being part of your lives. And I have some surprises for you next year. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. Thank you for being part of this family. I hope you have a wonderful Sylvester, have a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope you had a great Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. And 2026, it's going to be good. We're going to start with an episode, actually, from YestemJT. We're going skiing. So, yeah, go subscribe to that channel. Anyways, bye-bye. Szczęśliwego Nowego Roku. Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year. Adios.